This one, let's listen in.
I just think both teams haven't been able to score the ball. You look at the first game, both teams, Celtics going into halftime, they were shooting 80%. Both teams were making a lot of shots. And, when you're making a lot of shots and then obviously James was on fire and, when you're making a lot of shots, so it looks like he's just fast-paced. But, I thought, defensively, that's where I've had, bigger impact. And the offense is going to catch up, and he did tonight, and it's going to be even better. But defensively, obviously both teams, I've been better defensively than that first game. Protecting the rim, and they have. We miss a lot of, layups and floaters, and we were tentative about, taking a bunch of shots inside the paint. Obviously, having Rob Williams helps a lot for them. For us defensively, thought we're doing a pretty good job in the paint compared to that first game. And, all they're doing really is just drive and kick. And that's not what we're doing. I think, we just hold the ball too long and too much. We don't start actions fast enough. That's why it looks so slow, and we're not scoring the ball. We're not making shots. And for them, I think, the difference is really, they got, 6, 7 guys that can put the ball on the floor and just drive and kick. They don't have anything. They find the other guy, and, that's how they've been taking advantage of us.
Well, at this time of year, do adjustments from game to game really have an impact, or is it just players playing better from game to game?
I think players have to show up. I got to do my job. Other guys, everybody knows their role. They have to do their job. Players have to show up. Obviously, you can make any adjustments you want. But if the players don't execute and, they don't show up and we don't make shots, that's on us. So I just think, that's on us. I got to be better. We all got to be better. We just haven't been good enough. It's the last 2 games. No sense of urgency, like I said. But it's the small things. I think we've been fine guarding them in the half court. It's just those, loose ball situations, offensive rebounds, and then they knock down the 3 or they score off of it. It just changes everything.
Obviously, it's been an emotional week for you personally. What was that experience like specifically, today, transitioning from what was obviously an emotional pregame ceremony, into game plan?
For me, it was fun. I thought I got into the game, and like I said, just letting the game come to me and not force anything, not play off my emotions. Like I said, I thought, I was fine the whole week. If there was one thing I could change was that I don't think it affected me, but all this attention and, I feel like it can be a distraction, and I just feel like, those type of stuff, happen, in another time. You got that whole week between the regular season and the playoffs. Right before the playoffs, like you could do something like that. But can't take it for granted. Wish you would have won tonight. Would have made it even better. So it's hard for me to sit here and kind of just think about winning that when you're down 2-1 and you're just trying to find ways how you can help and win games and trying to bring your teammates along. I think that's the next step for me to just help, everybody else. And, we always talk about it. I got to make the right plays and think I'm doing it, but, can't shoot it for them. So, we all got to be on the same page. And, for us to win, we got to, and I said it the whole season, I said, we have to be almost perfect for us to win. We don't have a lot of margins for error. everybody has to show up and do their job, and that starts with me. I got to be better.
How can that help James Harden after a night like this?
I mean, you just talk to him, and you just keep telling him to keep shooting, be aggressive. That's why you can't get too high, or you can't get too low. Some nights you're gonna make a lot of shots, a lot of tough ones, and some nights you're not gonna make them. So it's about finding other ways to impact the game. I mean, for example, for myself, if I'm not making shots, I know that I gotta take another step defensively. Like I gotta become Bill Russell defensively to kind of like add it and have a bigger impact. And in those situations, that's the way I see it. Got to get my teammates more involved. And that's for me. And then that's for as far as for him, obviously it's up to him to figure it out. How to best help us. But I think, like I said, he's fine. Sometimes you make him, sometimes you miss them. We made a lot of shots in game one. The last 2 games it hasn't been going in. I have the trust in them to just telling them to keep being aggressive and keep shooting.
Kyle, last question.
I was just going to ask about James.
All right. We'll wrap it up right there.
Is the message to Tyrese going to be something similar? I felt like there were a few times where he wasn't playing as aggressively and feel like you kind of tried to help him come along with.
Yeah, I think for him, and I was actually going to talk to him, and you just gotta obviously be aggressive and still pick his spots. Robert Williams is pretty good defensively, blocking shots. So you can be, reckless driving into him. You can make some, but there's with how athletic he is, there's a chance he's gonna block it or change the shot. So I think you just gotta stay calm and play at a better pace instead of just attacking and going fast. I think that's been really an issue. And but like I said, same thing for him. There's there's no panic. Just gotta settle down. And he missed a lot of wide open shots today. And I tell him every game you gotta shoot, gotta find a way to take 12 to 14 threes a game. That's how good of a shooter I think he is, and he knows how good of a shooter he is too. So he just needs to keep being confident and find it. But yeah, like I said, we don't have a lot of time. Down 2-1. It's easier to sit here and be like, oh yeah, it's fine, but we gotta figure it out. You can't go down 3-1. You gotta find a way to, win game 4. And think, one game at a time and, go from there.
Thanks, Joel.